My name is Jose Dominguez, and this is my week one assignment. Basically, I'm going to go through what I've done so far. I have to be really honest with you, I didn't 100% understand what was going on with the assignment. The first video, the metadata video that you had was very distorted. I was trying to just listen along. Um, for what you were explaining to the video, but visually I couldn't see what you were clicking because I even downloaded from Dropbox and it was all the words were very distorted. So just an FYI. All right, so to get started, basically here's my demo reel. Once it unfreezes, I'll start working. So basically, I imported all my original footage. I didn't take them from all the other types of projects I've done. For example, here's a project I've done for the field production called Pity Rescue, and then here's for DC1, if I'm not mistaken, called Silent War, and then here's from DC2 called Invasion of Delta 929. And then here's my demo reel. And first time I used this, what I did was I use a lot of repetitive characters or actors, meaning I use my brother German, or I use my son Aaron. I've used a lot of repetitive actors. So what I did was, the way I plan on doing my demo reel is to go and all the videos that, for example, Aaron was starred in, he actually performed in, for example, in the motivation for my advanced post-editing class last month, and then his I forgot what class this was, but this was another project I did for forgot what class, but it's called Good Kid, Bad Kid. So everything he starred in, I'm going to basically line it up here, and then it's going to be the first clips of him, all his acting, and then so on with Brian, for example, the Cynicist. I have him in the Cynicist 1, and then I have him, it should be on the Cynicist 2. For some reason he's not, so unless I didn't tag him, but I'll show you how I did it. Well, I do have him tagged as Brian. I don't know why he's not in folder Brian. Alright, that's the Cynicist 1, and then the Cynicist 2. I'm sorry, that's the Cynicist 2, and then the Cynicist 1. I guess I only have him there. Oh, that's my mistake right there. I spelled it wrong. No, I just left it. So I'll just show you how I did this. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this information and just change it. And just put 1 because I want to identify the Cynicist 2, which is the second episode that we did. By the way, this is not school related. This is a short film that I did apart with the FS100. So I'll change that, and then I'll go back here again and just change to Cynicist 1 to identify the Cynicist 1 versus the Cynicist 2. And there we go. So Cynicist 1. Brian and Bob, I'll take this, I'll add a keyword, because I'm going to do the same thing with Brian. I'm going to put Brian's, all his information, and all his footage, sorry, and just basically line him up with all his footage, with all the stuff he's done for me so far. Just to go along the line, this is the Cynicist 2. And I wasn't really sure if we had to name the scenes, from this demo reel, the scenes from each demo reel, are the actual scene and takes of
I know all about the
sorry. All the scenes are takes from the actual footage, from the original footage. And that should be right. No, I actually had to do a correction. I didn't see that, but this should be 1A. And I think it's a 2. So there, I just to show you an example that I can actually manipulate and work that pretty good. And this should be 1B, which the way I run it was scene 1, camera B, the angle of the camera. She's A, this camera, he's going to be on B. And this is scene 2, camera A, because there's 2 shots. There's this camera, and there's going to be there's another camera from this angle. From basically it's a close up. And this is from the Genesis 1. And what I did here for Pity Rescue Inc. was I named it Front Building, Pity Rescue Inc. Scene 1, Take 1, because it was just one take that I did, which was the tilt upwards to kind of like the establishing shot. And I called it Scene 1, Take 1. And basically I divided like I said, I divided everything here by names, and I only did by names because I wanted to put everybody in their own little reel within the reel, if that makes any sense. So that's how my logical directory structure is built on my end. And let me give you an example of the metadata here. I decided to basically do it this way. The name, I decided to go with the name of the person, the reel, which be the actual project that's on there, which is this one right here, is Fighter Group Music Promotional. This was Take 1.1 because there's another Take 1.2, which is here, which is the same room, but another formal interview. This was more like more up close.
Okay, right now we're moving along in the process. We're cutting vocals. We've actually, at this point, cut the...
And this 1.2 is the same interview, but different time. It's still the same.
That's pretty good, man. I think
Same scene.
That's a nice chunk right there.
Then I have this other take of him in the actual studio, the booth singing.
What I see.
And that's the takes, the name of the camera, and camera angle. This is probably the only one I didn't really jump into when it comes to camera angle, but I did actually put camera angles here. For example, what's the wide of the green screen, wide shot of him, and sign of the Silent War. This is more like a close-up crane up. One of my favorite shots. I have a 4-foot jib that I basically use for this shot, FS100. I do have other footages that's not FS100, and I logged it in, which is the interview for Royal Flush short film. Another short film I did. The interview part I did with just the Canon T3i, which is marked here, Canon T3i. This is Brian, interview for Royal Flush. This is kind of like behind the scenes. And then there's Dexter and Joy and Mike Perkins. So, like, I wanted to show a different style, like T3i. This was a prime lens that I used. And
I'm Mike Perkins, and I'm playing Jones in the Royal Flush series. He's
one thing I do is, I think part of the instruction is knowing how to manipulate the metadata, the metadata, which I go here. I want to find and see if I can put in different lens, for example, like what lenses they have. That would be very helpful. Lens serial number, lens model, lens info, and that'd be pretty cool because, like I said, for the Canon T3i, let me see if we have it. Did it come up? Guess not. Let me try it again. This is General Basics. Edit. Yeah, I think I'm missing something here, but I'll get rid on top of that. have the lens info. General. Basic view extended the audio. I've actually done a few of these. I was just messing with it. So me and my scrolling too fast where I can't see my. I think this is pretty cool. I've never really used the. Never used it before. I guess I don't know where it's at. General review, notes, real takes, camera, file, I have this in here. There you go. I think I just custom. With this one, I'll put the 50mm lens, which is a nice look for a DSLR. And that'd be it. I kind of like that, actually. Not that it's needed, but I like that. I like to have that feature. That was pretty cool. Let me see if I can go over any other ones. I'm going by steps here. It says using QuickTime Record. I did that. Show how well you completed a logical directory structure. How will I log my metadata by showing you your metadata? Right, I opened this. So you saw that. Tell me each different shoot that you're choosing. I think I did. Synesys, basically, I told you, is the second episode of the Synesys one. It's basically an interview. It's this guy right here, CC Stark, interviewing different guests in his fake show and whatnot.
I was just right. Is that so? Really good about it. Based on what?
And then Pity Rescue basically was one of my projects for school for Full Sail, which basically was a mini docu of pit bulls who are misunderstood bred. Check it out on my YouTube. It's pretty cool. And the interview with him, Jeff, the owner of Pity Rescue. And then I used this right here is a Pampers commercial that I did for Full Sail, one of my spec commercials. And I used 2 shots of that. Then here's my advanced editing class for all close-ups or tighter. And then this is my invasion of Delta 929, which is the part 2 of A Silent War. That's pretty cool. I did this for one of the classes, but it's an idea that I had that I wanted to do. This was a pretty cool shot. I like it. It's a slow motion effect that I did for digital cinematography too. And then dolly. My dolly's not that good, so it's a little shaky. And then dolly in. And so the interview is Good Kid, Bad Kid. Good Kid, Bad Kid basically is a kid who is indecisive of what type of candy he wants, and he has his conscience appears, and obviously I put him on the table next to the candy. This is the good kid, and this is the bad kid. Fighter Group is my thesis project. It's a music promotional for a band named Fighter Group, and I have a lot more footage in this. I just want to limit it to like 3 per. Obviously Silent War is basically uh, like this shot. Gets a lot really good depth. Silent Ward, one of my other projects for school, that was in directing. I think it was directing, or I had to do a silent film where it was no dialogue, just music and telling the story. And The Synesthist Part 1, that's on my YouTube. You can check it out if you want. Synesthist Part 2, I'm actually editing now. And hopefully by the end of the month I should have that. I got over 1,200 views on the first one. Well, that concludes with my screenshot recording. Like I mentioned, I'm using this for basically organize. The way I'm organized it is I'm going to lay each character out on the timeline, and that's how my reel is going to actually begin. And yep, that's about it. Time to post on YouTube. Thank you and have a great day.